The fall of the Retian, a distant galaxy, where stars shimmered like diamonds against the vast expanse of space, there existed a civilization known as the Reti. For millennia, they thrived on their home planet, a lush world filled with vibrant flora and fauna, where harmony reigned supreme. Their society was a marvel, characterized by advanced technology, art, and culture that other species could only envy. They were a proud people, known for their elongated bodies adorned with intricate patterns that told stories of their ancestors. However, this golden age was not to last. As the Reti expanded their influence across galaxies, their prosperity sowed seeds of jealousy among other species. An alliance formed, an unholy union of those who felt threatened by the Reti's power. This coalition, known as the Johnsul-Togan Alliance, swept through the galaxy like a storm, intent on dismantling what they perceived as a threat to their existence. The war began without warning. One fateful day, as the sun rose over the Reti's capital city, alarm sirens blared throughout the land. Ships from the Johnsul-Togan Alliance descended upon them like vultures circling their prey. The once peaceful skies turned dark with smoke and fire as battleships unleashed torrents of destruction upon cities that had flourished for centuries. The Reti fought valiantly, but they were unprepared for such an overwhelming assault. Their advanced technology was no match for the sheer numbers and ruthlessness of their enemies. One by one, their defenses crumbled. Monuments that had stood for ages were reduced to rubble. The heart-wrenching cries of families torn apart echoed through the air as they watched their world burn. As days turned into weeks, hope dwindled. The once magnificent cities lay in ruins, and survivors were scattered like leaves in a tempest. Those who remained faced an uncertain future filled with despair and loss. With each passing moment, it became clearer that surrender was inevitable. When silence finally fell over the battlefield, it was deafening. The war had left nothing but ashes in its wake. Millions had perished, and with them, centuries of history were obliterated. Only a handful of Reti survived, gathering what little remained, shattered memories and fading dreams, before fleeing into the void of space in makeshift ships. As they drifted through the cosmos, they became nomads in search of refuge. Their once proud sigil was now carefully erased from their vessels. It was safer that way. They were no longer seen as traitors or allies, but as remnants of a fallen empire. Fearful whispers followed them wherever they went. Even those who had once called them friends turned away in terror of retribution from the Alliance. Days turned into months as they roamed from star to star, hoping to find solace amidst a galaxy that had turned its back on them. It was during this aimless wandering that they stumbled upon Earth, a small blue planet on the fringes of civilization. The inhabitants of Earth were primitive compared to the Reti. They had barely begun to explore beyond their own solar system. Yet there was something about this world that felt welcoming, a stark contrast to the hostility they had encountered elsewhere. After much deliberation among themselves, they decided to land. Upon arrival, they were met with curiosity rather than hostility. Humans regarded them with wide eyes, filled with wonder rather than fear or disdain. Though they had little to offer, only scraps from their former lives, the humans welcomed them into their midst. For reasons unknown to both species, this initial encounter marked the beginning of an unexpected alliance. The humans shared parts of their oceans and islands with the Reti, allowing them to settle down after years of wandering and despair. As time passed, both species began to learn from one another. The Reti shared knowledge accumulated over millennia, while humans offered ingenuity born from necessity. Together they forged a new community, a blend of ancient wisdom and youthful determination. Yet beneath this fragile peace lay an undercurrent of tension. Shadows from the past lingered like ghosts waiting for an opportunity to strike again. Little did they know that old enemies would soon come knocking at their door once more. To this new beginning on Earth, both species would face challenges that would test not only their resilience, but also their capacity for cooperation in a universe fraught with danger and uncertainty. As dawn broke over this new world filled with hope yet haunted by memories of war, Both humans and Ready prepared for whatever lay ahead, a new home on Earth. As the Ready ships descended through the atmosphere of Earth, a sense of trepidation mingled with hope filled the hearts of their inhabitants. The blue planet below was a stark contrast to their war-torn home. Lush green landscapes stretched endlessly, dotted with bodies of water that sparkled under the sun. They had landed in a secluded area, far from human settlements, where the sounds of nature enveloped them like a warm embrace. First impressions. The Ready stepped out of their vessels, their elongated bodies glistening in the sunlight. They were met with an array of colors and sounds that felt both foreign and familiar. Birds chirped overhead, and the gentle rustle of leaves created a symphony that soothed their weary souls. For the first time in years, they felt a flicker of peace. However, the humans were not far away. Curiosity drove them to investigate the strange craft that had landed in their midst. They approached cautiously, eyes wide with wonder and uncertainty. The Ready, aware of their fragile situation, adopted a non-threatening posture, extending their manipulative appendages in greeting. Cultural exchange. The initial meeting was awkward yet filled with potential. The humans spoke in a language that was rich but foreign to the Ready. Communication barriers loomed large, but both species were determined to understand one another. The Ready used gestures and drawings in the dirt to convey their intentions, while humans responded with smiles and nods. Days turned into weeks as they began to bridge the gap between their cultures. The Ready shared stories of their civilization through art and dance, depicting their history and struggles in vibrant colors and fluid movements. In return, the humans offered tales of their own past, of wars fought and lost, victories celebrated, and dreams cherished. Building a community. As trust grew between them, the humans offered the Ready a place to stay, a small island off their coast where they could establish a new home. It was an unexpected gift that brought tears to many Ready eyes. They accepted with gratitude, eager to rebuild what had been lost. On this island, they began to create a community that blended both cultures. The Ready taught humans about sustainable living, how to cultivate crops without depleting the land's resources, and how to harness energy from natural elements. In return, humans introduced them to Earth's technology, simple machines that made daily tasks easier. Challenges ahead. Despite this newfound harmony, challenges loomed on the horizon. The Ready were still haunted by memories of war. Nightmares plagued their sleep as they recalled the destruction of their home world. They feared that old enemies might track them down to reclaim what they believed was rightfully theirs. The humans were unaware of these fears at first. They were busy adapting to life alongside their new friends. However, whispers of discontent began to spread among some human factions who viewed the Ready with suspicion. They questioned whether these newcomers could truly be trusted or if they would one day turn against them. Growing bond. Yet for every whisper of doubt, there were countless acts of kindness that forged stronger bonds between the two species. Children from both sides played together on sunlit beaches, sharing laughter that echoed across the waves. They learned each other's games and stories, creating friendships that transcended cultural boundaries. As time passed, an annual festival was established, a celebration of unity where both humans and Ready showcased their cultures through music, dance, and art. It became a symbol of hope for both communities, a reminder that despite their pasts filled with pain and loss, they could create something beautiful together. Knowledge sharing. The exchange of knowledge flourished as well. The Ready had centuries of wisdom regarding agriculture and ecology. They taught humans how to cultivate crops more efficiently while preserving nature's balance. In return, humans shared innovative ideas about machinery and tools that could help improve daily life for both species. This collaboration led to remarkable advancements. Together, they developed new technologies that combined Ready ingenuity with human creativity. Their joint efforts resulted in sustainable farming practices that not only fed their communities, but also revitalized the land around them. A fragile peace. Despite these accomplishments, shadows still loomed over their newfound peace. The fear of retribution from the Johnsul-Togan alliance, lingered like a dark cloud overhead. Rumors circulated among some human factions about impending threats. Whispers suggested that old enemies might soon arrive on Earth's shores. The leaders from both communities convened regularly to discuss strategies for defense while fostering cooperation between them. They knew that unity was essential for survival. If they were to face any threat together, they needed to be prepared. A call for action. One fateful evening, as dusk settled over the island, an emergency meeting was called among both species leaders. Tension filled the air as everyone gathered around an ancient tree, a symbol of resilience for both communities. "We must prepare ourselves," declared Delira, one of the ready leaders whose voice resonated with authority yet empathy. "We cannot allow our past mistakes to dictate our future." A human leader named Marcus stood beside her, his brow furrowed with concern. "We've come so far together," he said passionately, "but we must also acknowledge our vulnerabilities." The discussions continued late into the night as plans were laid out for defense strategies and alliances with other human factions who shared similar concerns about potential threats. Looking ahead, as dawn broke over this fragile alliance forged through adversity, hope flickered anew within each heart present at that meeting. Together they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, united in purpose and driven by an unwavering desire for peace. In this new home on Earth, amidst lush landscapes and vibrant cultures intertwined like vines around a sturdy tree trunk, both species prepared themselves for what was yet to come, a journey filled with uncertainty, but also boundless possibilities for growth and understanding. With every passing day on this blue planet, they began not just to survive, but also thrive a new dawn. As the sun rose over the island where the Redi and humans had settled, a new day brought with it the promise of collaboration. The vibrant colors of dawn painted the sky, reflecting the hope that filled the hearts of both species. The Redi, with their elongated bodies and intricate patterns, moved gracefully among the humans, who were eager to learn and share. This was not just a new home. It was a chance to build something extraordinary together. Learning from each other, the Redi had centuries of knowledge about sustainable living and advanced technology. They began to teach the humans about agriculture, explaining how to cultivate crops that would thrive in harmony with nature. The Redi introduced techniques that had been passed down through generations, methods to enrich the soil without depleting it, and ways to utilize natural resources without harm. In return, the humans shared their own innovations. They showed the Redi how to adapt their technology for Earth's environment. Simple machines were transformed into tools that made daily tasks easier. Together, they began to create a blend of their cultures, a fusion of ancient wisdom and modern ingenuity. Building infrastructure. With newfound cooperation, both species set out to build a community that reflected their shared values. They constructed homes using local materials, combining Redi architectural designs with human practicality. The result was a settlement that felt alive, a place where nature and civilization coexisted harmoniously. As they worked side by side, friendships blossomed. Children from both species played together, exploring the island's lush landscapes. They learned each other's languages through laughter and games. The barriers that once separated them began to dissolve as they discovered common ground in their shared experiences. Celebrating unity. To celebrate their growing bond, the community organized a festival, a day dedicated to honoring their friendship. Colorful banners adorned the trees as music filled the air, blending Redi melodies with human rhythms. Dances were performed that told stories of resilience and hope, captivating everyone present. During the festival, stories were exchanged under the stars. The Redi spoke of their ancient history, tales of peace and prosperity before the war shattered their world. The humans shared their own struggles, stories of overcoming adversity and finding strength in unity. Each narrative added depth to their understanding of one another. Facing challenges together. However, as time passed, challenges began to surface. While most humans embraced their new allies, some remained skeptical. Whispers of doubt circulated among certain factions who feared that the Redi might pose a threat if they regained their strength. These concerns created tension within the community. The leaders from both sides recognized this growing unease and convened regularly to address it. They emphasized transparency and open communication as vital tools for building trust. Together, they organized town hall meetings where concerns could be voiced and discussed openly. Strengthening alliances. In an effort to strengthen alliances beyond their immediate community, the Redi Inhumans reached out to neighboring settlements. They invited representatives from other human factions to join in discussions about cooperation and mutual support. This outreach fostered connections that transcended cultural boundaries. As they shared knowledge and resources with nearby communities, word spread about their unique partnership. Other humans began to see the benefits of collaborating with the Redi, how sharing knowledge could lead to advancements in agriculture, technology, and overall quality of life. Innovations emerge. With this newfound spirit of cooperation came innovation. Together, they developed new technologies that combined Redi wisdom with human creativity. They created energy sources harnessed from Earth's natural elements, solar panels designed using Redi engineering principles alongside human ingenuity. These advancements not only improved daily life, but also attracted attention from other factions across Earth. As news spread about this thriving community where two species worked together in harmony, more humans sought to join them in their endeavors. A growing community. As more people arrived on the island seeking refuge from conflict or hardship elsewhere, the community flourished. New ideas poured in from diverse perspectives as different cultures mingled together. Workshops were established where artisans could share their crafts. Redi artists taught painting techniques while humans introduced pottery skills. This vibrant exchange enriched both cultures further. Art became a medium through which stories were told and emotions expressed, a testament to resilience in times of struggle. Preparing for uncertainty. Despite these successes, uncertainty loomed on the horizon like dark clouds gathering before a storm. The fear of old enemies returning haunted many within both communities. The Johnsul-Togan alliance had not forgotten about the Redi. Whispers of impending threats echoed through conversations late into the night. The leaders held emergency meetings frequently as they strategized ways to fortify defenses while maintaining unity among their people. They understood that preparation was essential, not just for survival, but also for preserving what they had built together. A call for unity. One evening, Elira stood before her fellow leaders during one such meeting, the air thick with tension as concerns mounted over potential threats from outside forces. "We cannot allow fear to divide us," she urged passionately. "We have come too far together to let our past dictate our future." Marcus nodded in agreement beside her, his voice steady yet resolute. "We must stand united against any threats that may come our way," he added firmly. "Our strength lies in our cooperation." With renewed determination echoing through the room, plans were laid out for defense strategies. Fortifications would be built around their settlement, while training sessions commenced for both species on how best to protect themselves if needed. Looking ahead, as days turned into weeks, filled with preparation efforts amidst growing anxiety over potential dangers ahead, hope remained alive within each heart present at those meetings, a flicker igniting courage against uncertainty. Together they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. United by purpose forged through adversity while driven by an unwavering desire for peace amidst turmoil surrounding them all. In this new chapter on Earth, a world filled with possibilities yet haunted by shadows from yesterday, the seeds of cooperation continued blossoming into something extraordinary, a testament not only to resilience, but also an enduring spirit shared between two species determined never again let war define them. This concludes Part 3, Seeds of Cooperation.